Hi everyone, and welcome to the latest CantiLeiver and Rejuvenate8Physio Create Your Balance session using your wobble board. This session is tumbling inspired and features Megan and Pippa alongside Louise from Rejuvenate8Physio. As always, please tag Rejuvenate8Physio and CantiLeiver in your social media posts and use the hashtag Create Your Balance for your chance to win a goodie bag. Have a great session and we can't wait to see how you get on.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who it's your first time joining a CantiLeiver and Rejuvenate8Physio training session, welcome. We are very excited to have you with us today. So you know, my name is Louise and I'm a sports physiotherapist who specialises in treating dancers and gymnasts. To all of you who have participated in our previous Create Your Balance wobble board workouts, thank you and welcome back. Today's session is tumbling inspired and will involve running through some movements and shapes on your wobble boards that are similar to certain tumbling skills and routines found in the club and National Development Plan training schemes. This session is designed to be a fun way to help your brain and body remember what they usually do in the gym. And the great thing is that it includes skills that are performed in many gymnastics disciplines. So the session isn't just for tumblers. We have two fantastic gymnasts, world champion tumbler Megan Kealy.
Hi guys.
And Great Britain Tumbling Development Squad member Pippa here to help you demonstrate the exercises and routines today. To begin with, as always, please make sure firstly your wobble board is placed on a firm flat surface. Secondly, you've cleared plenty of space around you, so there's nothing close by to trip or fall over. Thirdly, you have a wall or a strong, sturdy object, such as a table, within reach to help you rebalance if needed. And finally, when using your wobble board, take your socks off and make sure you place the ball or the center of your foot in the middle of your wobble board. Don't stand on the edges. Remember, it's really important to listen to your body and only do what is comfortable. Focus on your form and the quality of your movements. It's much better to do fewer repetitions with good technique than lots of repetitions badly. Also, if you would usually use a slightly different technique to what is demonstrated today, don't worry, that's okay. Everyone does things slightly differently, so stick to the way you are usually taught in gym. If you feel too wobbly or unsteady, either just step off your wobble board and when you're ready, go again, or use your hand to help balance yourself. Have a drink close by in case you get thirsty, and remember, it's okay to break and take a rest at any time. If you're new to using your wobble board and feel slightly unsteady, you'll most likely want to follow Pippa, who will spend some of the training session on 2 feet. If you're more experienced and you feel super steady and in control on your wobble board, then you'll want to try to follow Megan. So, is everyone ready? The first thing we need to do is to wake up your muscles and get a feel for your wobble boards. So, let's go. Let's imagine it's time to get ready and go to the gym. So to begin with, let's climb on those wobble boards, and we need to collect and pack all of the items you need for your gymnastics training session. And you'll do this by squatting down, standing up, or reaching out to pick up everything you need. Remember to pack your hand guards, your chalk, your gym shoes, your leotards. Brilliant. Is everyone all sorted and ready to go? Oh no, you look out the window and it's absolutely pouring with rain. So I think it's time to get those Wellington boots on so our feet don't get all soggy. So let's start with the right foot. Let's squeeze that foot into the Wellington boot. Pick that leg up, get it on. Go on, push in. Is it on? Fantastic. When it's done, switch over onto the other side. Yes, those feet are going to stay nice and dry. I'd also suggest we maybe go with an umbrella, but let's remember, let's not knock anything over or catch anyone with it on the way. So umbrellas up, it's time to leave the house. And because you are super excited, I think we're going to skip to gym today, and you'll do this by doing a mini bend and straighten of the legs. So you're bopping along, you're super happy, you're giving that umbrella a twizzle as you go. You might see your neighbours, give them a wave, say hi. Amazing. And then we'll swap over onto the other leg. So keep skipping, girls. We don't want to be late. Nice tight movements in and out. We're getting closer to gym. And you're also becoming more and more excited. So we decide to side skip and bop along. So you'll have the umbrella around one shoulder and you'll kick the opposite leg out to the side, and then you'll switch the umbrella and skip the other way. Brilliant. Let's get closer to gym. Loving it. Everyone really happy. We're getting there. Oh no, we may have taken a little bit of a too long a detour. I think it's time we get jogging so we're not late. But the wind has also picked up. So get jogging, girls. And you find the wind is picking your umbrella up and it's pulling it up to the ceiling, and you have to really work to pull that umbrella down. Fantastic, we're almost at gym. So let's switch over onto the other side. Keep hold of that umbrella. I know the wind's really high, it's super blustery. You're having to fight. Stay as straight and run as quickly as you can. Phew, we've arrived. Let's shake those umbrellas off. Before we go into gym, we don't want to create a mess and make everything wet. That's it, round we go with that umbrella. Give it a good shake. Brilliant. And it's time to pop everything down, pop our kit in the lockers, and then we'll be ready to start the training session. So jackets off, Wellington boots off, gym shoes on. Amazing. Are we all ready to start training? Super stuff. So, to begin with, we're going to start by working through some of the actions for 10 individual skills. So let's get going. The first move we're going to work on is a forward roll. To do this, you pop your arms up by your ears, stretch your elbows and your fingertips. We're going to squat as low as we can on that board without falling off. Then we tuck in tight so our hands come in towards our shins, our head's in that hole. We roll, roll, roll and swing the arms forwards and up to stand back up nice and straight and lift those heads. So one more time, girls. Arms up, elbows stretched, Squat as low as you can. Wrap in nice and tight so that head goes in the hole, hands by shins. We roll, 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 and we swing our arms and we stand up and we stretch and stand nice and proud. Fantastic. Let's have a go at that, girls, for another 30 seconds or so. So keep going. Beautiful. Try and keep those wobble boards as still as you can. Remember, you want all of your skills to be super tight and stretched. We don't want those judges taking away any marks. So at the end, lift those heads and chins. Amazing. Brilliant. So now it's time for skill number 2. And this is going to be a stretch jump walkout, or some of you may call it a stretch jump step out. So we will prepare, we'll have our arms up by our ears. We're going to swing our arms down at the same time as bending our knees. We're going to imagine we jump up in the air by straightening our knees, lifting our arms up back by our ears, and then we step out onto one foot by stepping one leg in front and bending the support knee. Good. And again, girls. So both feet back on the plate. Start by stretching arms up by ears. Swing those arms down and bend those knees and drive up for that stretch jump. You'll see Megan may go up onto her tiptoes to make it slightly harder. And then one leg goes in front of the board and the other leg bends as if you're reaching for your step out or walk out. Fantastic. Have a few more goes, girls. Brilliant. Let's have stretched fingers, tight tummies. As we step out, make sure those knees are lined up with the middle of our feet and they're not drifting in towards the other side. Good. Couple more goes, girls. Nice and tight. Beautiful heel drive there, Megan. Brilliant. That's very tight, Pippa. Good work. Fantastic. We'll land this one. And we'll move on to skill number 3, which is our jump half turn. So again, we're on the wobble board. Our arms start up by our ears with our elbows nice and straight. We're going to go through our prep. So our arms swing down, our knees bend. And as we drive up, our arms go up by our ears. And then for tumbling, the arms will pull into the chest as we turn. So you do an 1/8 to a 1/4 turn and then you come back to the start position and land. Arms out for landing. Good. And again, arms up to begin. Prep by swinging down. Drive up in the air by straightening those knees. Pull into the twist and turn. And then come out to land. Amazing. So now you go at your own pace. I'd have a go turning to the right and turning to the left because it's good for your body to work both ways. Remember, keep those boards as still and as tight as possible. We want super steady landing positions. Amazing. Pulling nice and tight to those twists. And strong finishes. Excellent. One more go. Amazing. So now the next move is something that's very specific to the tumblers. It's a jump back to a dish shape. And this is a lot harder because you're going to lean back a little bit on your wobble boards. But remember, only go as far as feels comfortable. So for this, again, we're going to prepare for our jump by having our arms up by our ears. Our elbows straight, our fingers stretched. Swing your arms down, bend your knees, drive your arms up in the air, Take one foot off the board and lean back, and then snap your arms down into a dish shape. So your shoulders round forwards a bit and hold, 2, 3, and down. Fabulous. Let's try that on the other side. Okay, so arms up by ears. Let's prepare. Swing the arms down, bend the knees, drive up in the air, go onto one leg so you're balanced. Lean back as you're falling back and snap into dish. 1, 2, 3, and finish. Amazing. So have a go at your own pace. See what feels comfortable. And this would be like flying back in the air to land on a mat in a beautifully tight and strong dish shape. Let's go, girls. Yes, who can keep that board super steady and still when they hold that dish? Imagine in your head that you're doing the move. So that's going to help your muscle memory for when you go back to gym. Strong cores. Everyone knows how important a dish shape is. Amazing. And that's good. Okay, shall we all grab a quick drink and then we'll carry on with our skills? Now everyone's had a quick refreshment break. Let's move on so we work on our side-to-side cartwheel. So everyone will have a preference for which leg they use, and that's okay. You'll see Megan likes to lead her side-to-side cartwheel with her right leg, whereas Pippa likes to go to the left, and that's fine. Everyone's different. So let's begin with our arms up by our ears. The leg that you would lead with in the cartwheel is out to the side of the board. Point those toes. We then lift that leg as we would. We're going to bring it back into the board, take the other leg off, and lunge into that cartwheel. So bend your knee that's on the board. We then lean to the side that we'd cartwheel. We come back upright. Bring the leg back to the board and take the first leg out to the side to finish. There's a lot to think about there, isn't there, girls? So let's try that again. So arms up, the leg that you'd lead with your cartwheel off to the side with the knee straight and the toes pointed. We lift that leg up as we would, as high as you feel comfortable. We bring the leg back onto the board, take the other side off, and lunge into that cartwheel by bending our knee. We then lean into the cartwheel, come back up, bring your leg onto the board and take your first leg off to the side of the board and stretch those arms and fingertips to finish. Okay, girls, so you can have a go at doing a few more of those now. If you want to, you can always swap onto the other side too to see how it feels. Amazing, beautifully tight. Try and stay in control. Only lean as far as you feel is comfortable. And you'll feel that wobble board probably is becoming quite shaky under your feet at the moment. And that's absolutely fine. Only go as far as you feel in control. Amazing job, girls. Glue those arms by your ears and stretch, stretch, stretch. Fantastic. Last one. And then finish to present. Good. Our next skill is going to be our jump step out into our round off. Now we have two variations of this. If you're new to using your wobble board, remember follow Pippa because this is hard enough. If you're more experienced, you'll see Megan adds in a twist, which makes it quite difficult to do. So let's all go back to our stretch jump position. Arms up by ears. swing down to prepare, bend our knees, drive up in the air. The leg that you'd lead within your round off goes forwards. We then bring that leg back to the board. Take the opposite leg behind us and bend your knee as if you're lunging into that round off. Now, when we round off, we twist. So Megan's going to turn and then snap into dish out of your round off and finish to land. Good. Okay, lots to think about again there. So when you're ready, arms up to prepare for our stretch jump walkout. Good. Swing those arms down, bend those knees, drive up and step out. So one leg goes in front of the board. Bring the leg back to the board, lunge into your round off, so your other leg's behind you. Megan's going to turn into that round off, and then everyone's going to snap out and finish. Because as we come out of a round off, we need to push off the floor and snap into a dish. Amazing. Have a go again, girls. A few more attempts. If you're brave enough, you can always try the other side. And this is really going to make your brain think. So let's have a go, Pip. Good girl. So this one will probably be the trickiest to date, and you'll feel a bit more wobbly from side to side. Just try and keep those cores super strong, and imagine you're reaching into that round off, you're twisting, you're turning through those hands, you're pushing off the floor, and you're snapping down to finish. Amazing. So one more attempt, girls. Stretch those elbows, arms, really reach into that round off. Focus on those shapes. Keep everything as still as possible. And when you're ready, finish. Excellent. So as everyone knows, as tumbling gets harder, we also need to run into some tumble runs. So now we need to try a run action into our round offs. So, is everyone ready? You're going to stand on your leg that you would round off on, okay? So your opposite leg is up in the air, and we're going to get going with our run action, girls. Go on, run down that tumble track. Fantastic, and we reach our arms up by our ears like we would for our round off. So you're on your round off leg. If you feel able, twist in that round off, so turn away from your support leg and then snap through to dish and finish. Good. If you're new to your wobble board, remember follow Pippa because she's on 2 legs for her run, so it's slightly easier. Let's go again, girls. Let's get running, jogging down that tumble track. Nice strong arms, reach into that round off for me. Check your knee follows over your toes. Good. Twist if you want to. Snap, push off the floor and snap into dish and finish. Amazing. So have a few more goes at that yourself, girls. That's it. We want that power to get down the track. Squeeze those tummy muscles. We want super tight shape so we pop and explode off the floor. Good, good, good. This is really nice work. And when you feel more comfortable with what you're doing, you can go slightly faster. So it's almost at the speed that you do when you're running down that tumble track. So you reach, you twist, quick, you snap into dish and you finish. Nice. Okay, now we're moving on to our handsprings. So this is slightly different because it's a forward tumble. So we're going to run into our handspring. So let's get running, girls. That's it, high knees. We want those legs working to power down that track, Megan. Good, nice arms, Pippa. Now we reach into that round off, so swing those arms up by your ears. And if you're on one leg, your free leg goes behind you. We're then going to snap into arch. So our arms go back, our leg stays behind us if you're on one leg and our back's archy. Good. And then we come up to finish and out to land. So basically, it's a run, reach, snap to arch, come up and out to land. So let's go again, girls. So let's get running down that track. Go, go, go. Brilliant. Reach into that handspring. Snap into that arch shape. Keep those arms tight by your ears. We're coming up to open out to that handspring and out to land. Good. And it's okay. You'll see, even Megan finds this a little bit challenging, and that's what we want to do. We want to develop our balance. Okay, girls, have a couple more attempts yourselves. Keep those bodies nice and straight if you can. Remember, we never want to look like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Strong shapes and perfect landing positions. See yourself sticking that landing. Amazing. Good recovery there, Pippa. One more attempt. So we've done maybe 3 to 5 of each skill. Reach, snap, Pip. That's it. Remember, when you feel comfortable, you can go through the actions a little bit faster, so it's more fluid. Amazing. Okay, so now we're going on to our flick action, and this may be one of the easier ones. If you're experienced, go on one leg like Megan. If you're newer to your board, follow Pippa. So we're on our boards, arms up by our ears, and we're going to start in our dish shape like we would. Now, when you're in your dish shape, you end up having one leg in front, and then we snap to arch. That's it, keep those arms tight by our ears, so we're driving back into our flick, and then we push off the floor and we snap back to dish with our feet in front, as they would be if you're on one leg. Good, girls, so snap to arch, drive back into that flick, and come back into dish. Super. How many can you do in a row without feeling too wobbly? Keep beautifully tight, body up nice and straight. Show 2 clear shapes. Brilliant. Megan, would you mind just showing that from the side too so everyone can see it? You're doing really well working through all of these individual skills. Beautiful arms there, Pippa. Make sure your head goes with it, so your head stays in between your arms. Good girl. Look how squeezed and tight Megan's core is there as she snaps between the 2 positions. Excellent. One more to go, and this is where our skills are starting to become more complex. So we're going to work on our standing tutbacks. So arms up, girls, to prepare. We're going to swing those arms down to take off. We bend our knees and we drive up in the air, and then you're going to pull one leg up to a tuck shape. Imagine you're holding both shins, and then you open out of the tuck and you land nice and tight and strong. Super. So on 2 feet, if you feel a bit wobbly, you can land on one leg if you feel more comfortable. But just make sure those knee caps are lined up with where your laces would be if you had shoes on. Okay, so we prepare, drive up, pull into tuck, and out to land. Fantastic, beautifully tight, well done. Everyone have 3 to 5 more goes themselves, so you get a feel for the action and the movement pattern. Up, tuck, tight, tuck, so we turn quickly and out to land. Remember, the tighter our shapes are, the quicker you will be able to rotate in the air, and the more time you'll have to open up and land. Good. Keep those hips nice and level and square. We don't want to be twisting in the air. Very good. One more go, girls. Drive, pull in, and out. Amazing. So that's our individual skills done. I think it's time for a quick drink. How cool was that? Now we are going to test your brain power by putting different skill combinations together. Shall we start? Super. Up on your boards for me. the routines and the combinations get harder as we go. So the first combination is forward roll, stretch or straight jump, forward roll, tuck jump, forward roll, stretch jump with a half turn. So girls, when you're ready, arms up by ears. We are going to squat down into that forward roll, tuck in nice and tight, head in the hole, come up with arms swing forward out, stretch jump up in the air. Good. Back into our forward roll. Come out of our forward roll, drive arms up, pull knee to chest for a tuck jump, and out, and then back into the forward roll. Arms up by ears, please, Pip. That's it, drive up, and then we do a stretch jump with a half turn, so we twist, pull our arms into our chest, and then we open up for landing. Okay, one more time, girls. So arms up by ears, forward roll for me. Squat down, tuck in tight, head in, roll out of your forward roll, swing your arms in front, drive up to your stretch jump. Good. Then back down into your forward roll, squat low, head in, come out of your forward roll, and drive up to a tuck jump. So your knee goes up to your chest, hands towards shin, and then back into your final forward roll, squat down, knees in, that's it. Drive up, out, swing your arms forward. We go up to a stretch jump with a turn, so twist arms in towards your chest and then come out to land. Excellent. Have a couple more goes at that for me, girls, at your own pace. Keep things super tight. Brilliant. Stretch those knees when you do your straight jumps. Keep those hips level when you do your tuck jumps. And core super tight when you twist. Excellent. One more go. Make that tuck shape as tight as you possibly can. Drive up high in the air, so you want those knees to straighten as you come out of your forward rolls before you pull into the jump position. Amazing. And then we finish, as always, with super tight landings. Hold the landing. Amazing. Okay, so now we're going to try 3 cartwheels in a row for routine number 2. So this is going to be lots of lifts and lots of leans. So we'll talk you through it the first time. Arms up by your ears. Stretch as you would. Take your cartwheel favoured leg out to the side of the board. We're doing side-to-side cartwheels. Lift the leg high. Bring it back onto the board. Take your other leg off, so it's like you're lunging into your cartwheel. So you bend your knee, you lean into the direction of your cartwheel. You then bring the leg back onto the board and you finish with your original leg out to the side. You pick it up for cartwheel number 2. You bring it back onto the board. You take your opposite leg off to the side, bend your support knee and lunge and lean into that cartwheel. We go all the way over. The leg comes down to the floor to land and you finish with your original leg out to the side. Stretch those elbows and fingertips. Cartwheel number 3. Lift the leg nice and high. Good. We need to reach into that lunge. So we bend the support leg. We lean into the cartwheel. We go all the way, legs over the top. Bring the leg back in and we finish to land. Show the judges a nice tight finish position. Excellent. Off you go, girls. See if you can do 3 in a row to finish, keeping that board as still as you possibly can. Elbows stretched, fingers stretched, tummy nice and tight. Watch those knees when you lunge. You don't want your knee drifting in towards the other side. And the higher you lift your leg into the start of that cartwheel, the better. Glue those ears by our arms or our arms by our ears. Good. Imagine you're going over the top as tight as you possibly can, and then you land. Amazing. So, routine number 3 is stretch jump, step out, round off, jump back to dish. Are you ready, girls? Arms up by your ears. Swing the arms down and bend your knees. Drive up into that stretch jump. Good. And then we step out, one leg in front and bend your support knee. Bring the leg back to the board and round off on your round off leg. If you feel able, twist. Snap into dish with the leg in front. Finish your round off. Fly back. And then pull into dish. Good. Hold that dish for 3 seconds because when you've landed on the mat, you need to show a beautifully tight shape. So one more time for me. Arms up. Stretch jump for me. Bend your knees. Drive your arms up. Step one leg forwards into that round off. Good. So you stepped out, you bring that leg onto the board, you lunge into your round off, nice and tight, you twist and turn in that round off, you snap through to dish, you drive up and back in the air, and then you pull into dish. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Good. Have a go on different legs, girls. So you can keep your round off leg the same, or you can change it, entirely your choice. But when you jump back to dish, I'd have a go at trying with different legs. So you're working the hip muscles on both sides and your stomach muscles. Round those shoulders in that dish. Keep as still as possible. Chin curled forwards. Amazing. One more go each for me. Reach nice and long into that round off after you've done your step out. Arms up by ears, good. Snap to finish that round off, push it off the floor. You're flying back in the air and then you pull into dish. Amazing. So that's 3 runs down. Now we're going to try a forward entry tumble. So we're going to do run, handspring, stretch jump, step out, round off, stretch jump. Oh, there's a lot to remember here. So let's climb onto those boards. Let's get running down that track. So drive those arms, pump them, knee high, nice run. Okay, reach into your handspring. So you're driving those hands towards the floor. You snap to dish. So arms by ears, leg behind you. Good, come in so your foot touches the board. Drive up to a stretch jump. So swing your arms down. Jump up. Step out, so one leg goes in front of the board, the other knee bends. Bring the leg back to the board, so you round off on the right leg. Good, twist in your round off. Bring the leg back to the board, and we do a nice high stretch jump. And arms out to land. Amazing. One more time, girls. Let's get running down that track. Pump those arms. Run, 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 run. Reach into that round off tight shape. Snap quickly into arch. Arms back, legs back. Squeeze those bottom muscles. Finish your handspring. Come up tall. Swing your arms for your stretch jump. Drive up in the air. Step out on one leg. Good. Bring that leg back to the board because that's your round off leg. Reach into your round off. Twist if you can. Push off the floor. Snap through to dish. Drive up in the air for the highest stretch jump you've ever seen. Arms up, hip good, and then out to land. Amazing. Can you remember that yourself, girls? Have a go. 1 or 2 attempts each. Let's have a look. Nice arms, Pip. That's a fast run. Well done, keep going. Nice knee position, Pippa, good girl. Beautifully tight, Megan. One more go, girls. Sprint down that track if you can control it and make the movements a bit quicker so it's as if you were doing it in the gym. Well recovered, Pippa. Beautiful, Megan. Well done, Pip. Snap the dish, drive up in the air and finish that stretch jump. Amazing. So I think it's time to get flicking. What does everyone else think? Yes. So our next run is a run, round off, flick, 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 stretch jump. Oh, there's a lot in that sentence, isn't there? Okay, so let's get running down that track. Pump those arms, reach into your round off, so your back leg in your round off goes behind the board. Twist in your round off, so you're turning to go backwards. Good, snap through to dish, so you're ready, and then drive to arch for the first part of your flick. Snap to dish, you've finished the first flick. Arch, dish, there's the second flick. Arch, dish, third flick, arch, dish, fourth flick, drive up in the air for that stretch jump. And come out to land, bend those knees, arms nice and strong. Good job. So, and again, girls, let's get running down that track. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Reach into that round off. Keep that core nice and tight. Turn your round off. Pop off the floor and snap into dish and flick, arch, dish, arch, dish, arch, dish, arch, dish, drive up in the air, stretch jump and finish to land. Amazing. Have a go yourself, girls. Keep those arms glued by your ears for those flicks, please, so it's beautifully tight. Brilliant. Well done. Keep it strong. Soar for the stretch jump and out to land. Amazing. Megan, could you show that from the side too, please? So everyone can see the shapes you're going through. Beautiful. Core's tight. Nice reach, Pippa. Move that head, Pippa, with your shapes, please. Good job. That's much better. Drive up and out to land. Good job, Pippa. One more time. Think about those head shapes, okay? So you're really snapping from arch to dish. Good girl. Very nice, Megan. Much better. Well done, Pippa. Fantastic. So before we do our last 3 runs, shall we have a quick drink and then we'll be ready to finish off? Brilliant. Is everyone now ready to challenge themselves a little bit more? So our next tumble run is a little bit longer than ones we've done before. It is run, round off, flick, flick, stretch jump with a half turn to hold that landing position for 3 seconds, and then stretch jump, step out, round off, flick, flick, stretch jump. Who can remember that? Let's give it a go, okay? So on your boards, let's get running down that track. Run, 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 pump those arms, reach into the round off. That's it. Twist in your round off, push off the floor, snap through to dish, and we flick, arch, dish, drive up in the air with 2 feet on the board, pull your arms into twist, and come out to land. Hold, 2, 3. Amazing. Arms back up. Stretch, jump, step out. So swing those arms down, drive up onto one leg. Bend the knee, bring the leg back to the board for the round off. Twist in the round off, push off the floor, snap to dish. Good, and flick, arch, dish, drive up to a stretch jump. And out to land. Wow, that was a long tumble. Let's try it one more time, a little bit quicker on this attempt, okay? So, is everyone back to the top of that tumble track? Brilliant. Let's get running. So, run, run, run. Reach into that round off. Twist, push, snap to dish, and arch, dish, drive up in the air, pull into your half-turning stretch jump, and come out to land. Hold, 2, 3, stretch jump, step out, drive to round off, so foot back on the plate, other one off, reach, twist, snap to dish, arch, dish, and up to stretch jump, out to land. Oh, Megan nearly tried another half turn. Never mind. Okay, let's see who can remember that combination without Louise prompting. Let's keep our core super strong and tight. Megan's going to show you from the side so you can see what it looks like from a different angle. When you're ready, girls, I am ready to see your best tumble attempts. Beautiful. Nicer arms, Pippa. Good job. Can we stick that final landing? Yes, we can. Amazing, girls. Good memory. Okay, so we have a couple more left. The next one is actually more complex in the level of tumbling, but it's easier to remember, okay? So we're going to do a run, round off, flick, tuck back. Everyone loves to somersault, hey? So when we're ready, we walk back to the top of that track, and everyone has enough energy to start that run down the track. So pump those arms, lift that knee if you're on one leg. Amazing. Reach into your round off, so one leg goes behind. Twist, snap to dish, one strong flick, so arch, dish, then you're going to drive up in the air, pull into a tuck shape, and open out to land. Hold, 2, 3. Brilliant. And again, girls, we've got enough room left on that track to do another tumble to land on the landing mat, okay? So let's get running. Pump those arms. Pump, 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 pump. Reach into the round off. Twist. Snap to dish. Good. Flick, arch, dish, up to tuck, and out to land. Okay, girls, so now have a couple of attempts yourself and see if you can make it more fluid and smooth so it has the rhythm that you'd feel down the track, okay? So nice, quick snap in that round off, tight flicks and drive up in the air. When you're ready, let's go. Fantastic, Pippa. Beautiful landing on one leg there, Megan. Let's have one more go. Everyone's trying to perfect these round off flick tuck backs. Yes. Okay, now we've got to grips with our tuck back. We're just going to make it slightly harder. We're going to do a stretch, jump, step out, round off, 4 flicks, then a tuck back, okay? So we need to remember what flick we're on, not lose count. When we're ready, arms up for that stretch jump. You're gonna have to power through these legs to get into that round off. So swing those arms down, jump up and forward, step out, bring that leg back to the wobble board, drive into your round off, twist, snap through, and 4 flicks, go. Arch, dish, arch, dish, arch, dish, arch, dish. Drive up for that tuck back high in the air so it's beautifully tight, and out to land. Hold, 2, 3. Amazing. One more go, girls, at a slightly faster pace. Glue those arms by your ears in those flicks, okay? Are we ready? And stretch jump. Step out, round off, reach, twist, snap through to dish, and 4 flicks, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drive up in the air. This is the highest somersault you've done. Pull into tuck. It's beautifully tight. And we land. Boom. Amazing. Fantastic work. So now what we will do is hand you over to Megan and Pippa, who are going to run you through and teach you all one of their made-up tumbling routines. Now, your challenge is to try and recreate this tumbling routine and be able to name all the skills that are in this routine. Is everyone up for trying? Amazing. Let's go. So, Pippa's going to have a go first. Let's go. Enjoy, everyone.
Okay, so you're going to be recreating and trying to guess what I'm going to do. So I'll go through each skill to start with. So skill 1 is this. Skill 2 is this. Skill 3 is this. So we're going to go through it again. So this was skill 1 again. This was skill 2. And this was skill 3. So then you're going to put it all together. And then that's my run.
Very good, Pippa. So next is my routine. In tumbling, as you get older, you start to do 8 skills in a tumble. So we're going to try do 8 moves today that we included, except from there's one little change to see if you can spot the difference of in my routine. So we're going to split into 2. So the first skill is going to be this. Skill 2. Skill 3. Skill 4. And skill 5. So that's the first half. We'll do that again. Skill 1. Skill 2. Skill 3, skill 4, and skill 5. So then we move on to the second half of our routine. So once your landing's done, you're going to reach up again for the next skill. So this would be skill 6. Going to bend down. Skill 7. And skill 8. We'll do that again. Skill 6. Skill 7. And skill 8. So now we'll see if we can put it all together. So it's a lot to remember, so just take your time. Skill 1. Skill 2. Skill 3. Skill 4. Skill 5. Skill 6. Skill 7. And skill 8.
Excellent job, girls. Thanks everyone for joining us today, and we really hope you enjoyed the class. We can't wait to see all of your competition entries. Remember to tag CantiLeiver and Rejuvenate8Physio in any posts of you doing the session today, and we will do our absolute best to share them all. Have a good day. Bye from us. Bye.
Bye.